If you buy a can of Red Bull, you'll probably pay around $3, or whatever that equals in your currency. That feels normal. But here's the strange part. Only about 9 cents of that actually goes into making the drink. Not 50 cents, not even close. 9. So now the real question is, where does the rest of your money go? Because it's not just profit, and it's not just marketing either. It's something much bigger. And once you see it, you'll realize you are never really paying for the drink in the first place. A small part of that $3 goes into this. Red Bull's headquarters. Now you'd expect something massive, right? Glass towers, big city, corporate energy. But no, it's in a quiet Austrian mountain town called Fuschl, a place with 1 supermarket, 2 cafes, 1 bank, and somehow one of the most powerful companies on Earth. For a global brand, the headquarters is shockingly small. You could walk across the entire property in under 3 minutes. No gates, no fences, no security theater. People can literally stroll through it. And here's the weird part. There's no grand strategy behind this location. The co-founder, Dietrich Mateschitz, just liked it here. The mountains, the privacy, the lifestyle. So he built a global empire around where he wanted to live. And honestly, that tells you everything. Because Red Bull looks complex from the outside, but underneath, it's dangerously simple. They sell a handful of drinks, the original, sugar-free, 0 sugar, and a limited set of flavors. That's it. Compare that to competitors like Monster, who have hundreds of variations, seasonal, regional, collaborations, so many they can barely keep track. But Red Bull? They don't play that game because they don't need to. And here's where it starts to get interesting. They don't even manufacture their own product. Yeah, think about that. Production is outsourced. Packaging is handled by partners. Most of it still happens near the Alps. The system is clean, efficient, and repeatable. So Red Bull doesn't need thousands of people making drinks because that's not what they really do. What they actually do is make you want to buy one. And this is where everything changes. Because Red Bull was never really a beverage company, it was a marketing machine from day one. Before Red Bull, Mateschitz worked in marketing. And during trips to Asia in the 70s and 80s, he noticed something strange. Energy drinks were everywhere, but in the West, they didn't exist. Then one day, sitting in a hotel bar in Hong Kong, flipping through a magazine, he saw something that changed everything. Japan's biggest taxpayer was an energy drink company. Think about that for a second. That's when everything clicked. Not just the product, but the opportunity. He partnered with a Thai company that already had a drink, took it, rebuilt it, added carbonation, adjusted the taste, put it in a sleek can, and suddenly it wasn't just a functional shot anymore, it became a lifestyle. In 1987, Red Bull launched in Austria, but here's what most people miss. They didn't market it like a normal product. They made it feel exclusive, expensive, rare, different. They went bar to bar, convincing people to stock it, pushed it as a mixer, gave it away during exam weeks, late-night shifts, taxi hubs, anywhere people needed energy. And it spread, not through ads, but through curiosity, then word of mouth. And it worked. In the first year, they sold 1.2 million cans, then 1.7 million, then they became profitable. But then, everything stopped. Countries didn't trust it. The ingredients, especially taurine, raised concerns. Regulators blocked expansion, until luck stepped in. In 1993, the European Union unified its market, and suddenly, if one country approved Red Bull, others had to follow. Overnight, everything opened up. But now they had a new problem: awareness. And this is where Red Bull changed marketing forever. They didn't run ads. They created moments. It started small. A Formula One driver, a $10,000 deal, a branded bottle. But the effect was powerful, because now people saw elite athletes using Red Bull, and subconsciously, Their brain made a connection. Performance equals Red Bull. So they doubled down, but instead of going into the biggest sports, they went into niche ones, extreme, risky, visually insane sports. Cliff diving, freestyle motocross, parkour, mountain biking. They found the best athletes, gave them resources, support, training, and turned them into icons. Then they did something even smarter. They didn't just sponsor sports, they built them. They created events, standardized competitions, turned fragmented scenes into global platforms. So now, the most insane moments, the most viral performances, the most unforgettable visuals, all happened inside their system. And every time someone watched those moments, one thing stayed consistent: the logo. That's why today, Red Bull isn't just a drink, it's a symbol, an institution, a machine that turns attention into dominance. So the next time you buy a $3 can, just remember, you're not paying for the drink, you're paying for everything behind it.